Hi, my name is Kevin Guo, and I'm an alumni from Sunset and graduated in 2010. I went to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill for my undergraduate degree in computer science and psychology, and I went to NYU for my master's in computer science. So, Mr. Galbraith has reached out to me with this long list of questions, and let me try to answer some of them. Let's see. What was your first year of college like? So my first year of college, I went to the University of North Carolina, like I said, and it was very far away from home. Uh, the first year of college was a lot of fun, and I met a lot of people, but I also had a somewhat hard time at first adjusting. And I think that most of you will expect to have a really great time in college, especially in that first year. And it's kind of, when I think back on it, funny how much of a big deal your choices you make in that first year impact you and the rest of your life, or at least up to my life at this point. All the people you meet and the people that you keep in your life, and the choices on what you do, what you study. So that first year is often challenging but rewarding as long as you put yourself out there. What were actually the most important parts of your education at Sunset? So I was an IB diploma student, and so this is also the second question. How valuable were your IB classes? So I think the most important thing that I learned at Sunset, it might not be one single thing, but I think there's a lot of value in a holistic education. I do agree with the IB Diploma's message of going out and studying a variety of different subjects, especially at the high school level, because really, you're only touching the tip of the iceberg on any given subject, whether it's the maths, sciences, arts, history, literature, whatever you're interested in. High school, you're really only starting, and getting the ability to learn a little bit of everything and all those foundations is really great. So I think that was probably one of the most important parts of my education. And I think another thing that people probably don't emphasize is your ability to gain social skills in high school. You have this great opportunity where you're going to be more or less forced into a situation with a bunch of different people from a bunch of different backgrounds. That's definitely a function if you go into public school. And I think you should take advantage of that. Being able to communicate with people, being able to make friends, or, at least being able to connect with people. That's one of the best things you can probably learn from high school. Let's see, what else? Yes, and how valuable were the IB classes? I think specifically the diploma, I don't know how the program has changed in the past few years, or if it's largely the same, but I think I will say, doing the full IB diploma really teaches you how to suffer, but maybe not suffer is a good word, but have perseverance and patience. And it should teach you, generally good work ethic, or if not good work ethic, at least the repercussions of not having a good work ethic. And those are good things to learn at an early age. Let's see what else. What was your most valuable Sunset class? I definitely think that computer science classes were very good. Having that foundation and going into college was very useful, especially since I actually didn't pick up my computer science double major until really, the last year of my college, my undergraduate degree. And having all that familiarity with it, and being able to take a few basic classes relatively easily in the first 3 years allowed me to really power through the last year, when I decided to also add computer science to my degree. Other than computer science, I think that there's a lot of different valuable classes, maybe more life type things. I really enjoyed taking religion and philosophy with Matt Highfield. I think he's still around. And yeah, uh, I think that I really wouldn't say there are any classes that are wholesale uh, not valuable in any way. What did you find most surprising about college? What did I find most surprising about college? I think that I found, wow, just all the people and all the experiences very surprising. And I think I touched on this earlier, but I think that really actually the most surprising parts of college aren't really when you get there and what you find, but kind of when you look back on that experience. And that might be me just waxing nostalgic, but I think that at the time you don't appreciate all these different experiences that you're about to be exposed to. You're about to go into a very unique situation in college where you have the opportunity to interact with all kinds of different clubs and societies, and you can really find your niche if you're willing to put yourself out there. And I think that you're going to be really surprised at all the opportunity out there. And then when you graduate, you'll be even more surprised and recognize, how unique that experience is. And it can really be a great one as long as you really try. It's going to be fantastic. Let's see. What skills and abilities were most useful to you beyond Sunset? I think I kind of touched on this earlier, which is really just that you go out and take a well-rounded education. You really learn as much as you can. I think at the time, if I remember being in high school, you really feel like a lot of subjects are tedious or maybe too simple. But you should really go ahead and focus on your education. It's really going to help you down the road. And like I said, in addition to learning a little bit of everything, it's really good to go out and be friends with people, meet people, and talk with them. It's important to have that balance of social and academic skills to not only do well in life in the traditional sense of getting a job and being financially secure, but also being happy with yourself and being comfortable. Yeah. So I think that you guys should be looking forward to a lot of college. It'll be great. Computer science is great. It's a great field to be in right now. Oh, I realized that I didn't actually mention what I work in. Right now, I work at IBM's Watson Health Division as a computer scientist. We develop artificial intelligence to help solve medical problems. And it's a very enjoyable lifestyle. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and study. If computer science is your thing, then you should have no problem making it. And even if it's not, it has a lot of benefit in every field. Being able to write simple programs to automate stuff is great on a day-to-day basis if you're writing just a simple script to do some mundane task. And one of the things I say often is that computer science doesn't necessarily have to be like an ends. It's not going to replace a bunch of jobs. It's not going to make humans obsolete. But what it will do is make us a lot more efficient. And learning computer science can help you become more efficient in your job and in other parts of your life if you so choose to apply them. Yeah, I think that's all for me. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to Mr. Galbraith to reach out to me. Thanks.